Hello and welcome to the first episode that I will be doing for a new solo playthrough I'm going to be doing for ATM9, which is a fairly recent mod pack still in beta. You can find it on CurseForge launcher if you're interested, and yeah. So when I first loaded into this world, basically this massive structure in front of me caught my eye, and I was like, immediately, this is going to be my base. As you can see, I very quickly made my way over to it and decided I was going to basically do some vanilla stuff first, cut down some wood, get some tools, and then go straight over there and try to basically conquer it. Because if I know anything about modded Minecraft, a structure that spawns that's at least that big is not going to be an easy structure to take over. I would like to mention that my goal for this series is to get eventually to the Greg Star, which is an item specifically made for the ATM9 pack that is basically the end game most Greg Tech item within this pack. I helped the dev team of the ATM9 pack make the recipes for the Greg Star, and I think it's quite a challenge. I think it's going to be quite fun to kind of get done throughout the series. I think it'll be an interesting time to go through the different steps of doing not only vanilla and just basic modded stuff, but also getting into Greg Tech and going for all the mod star and then the Greg Star. And I think we have a lot to look forward with going on with this series. See, this is my first actual series that I'll be posting on YouTube. If you check my channel, you see that I have other clips and stuff. I previously played Hypixel Skyblock quite a bit, but lately I've been a lot more into modded Minecraft, and like I said, I've been helping the dev team of ATM9 with recipes, and I thought that, you know, making a series would be interesting, especially because I'm not sure how many people are going to go for the Greg Star within their playthroughs. I think it'd be interesting to be one of the first people to post a series going all the way to Greg Star, and I think that's something that I really wanted to do, and just so you guys know, that's my motivation for making this series, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'm very new to video editing. This is not going to be something that is going to be professional quality right off the bat, but I hope you can kind of bear with me as I'm taking steps to learn all these different, you know, everything that comes along with video editing and development of the videos and making the audio sound good and everything like that. I know at first it's probably not going to be great, but as it goes along, I think it'll get a lot better. Now, I tried to make a iron chest from sophisticated storage, but it required a redstone torch to change the vanilla chest into the sophisticated storage chest, which I didn't have. As you can see, I was still getting constantly attacked by wither skeletons who were actually creeping up from down below. I made some chests, put down a bed, and realized that where I had placed it was too close to the mobs down below, which kind of caused the problem of I wasn't able to sleep. So I basically tried to sort out stuff I had best I could. I ran into a problem with sorting the chests with middle click, where it was giving me an error in the chat, as you can see there. I ran into that a few times, but you know, these ambushes were getting super annoying. The wandering trader showed up and luckily gave me the bucket of water that I needed to get down to the bottom of the temple again. I think it made it a lot easier to get down and go exploring than what I would have had to do is probably build down or clear the entire temple, because at the top of the temple there were still quite a few mobs that I had yet to clear. I actually tried to go clear them and realized that there were so many wither skeletons and so many mobs that were just unkept that I really couldn't handle that right now. I basically just destroyed the stairs going back up to where my base area was because I didn't want the wither skeletons to keep coming up. There was also those flying skeleton things, which didn't really bother me too much. It kind of just stayed on the ceiling for a long time. I then went to go check out the structures nearby, which was a meteor, which I was hoping was from Applied Energistics, but it was actually from Ad Astra, which wasn't the one I was looking for, but still useful to get the obsidian and the magma blocks and everything else from it. Once I looted that, made sure I had everything from there, I went over to the further tower from the base, and I very quickly realized that it was just a pillager tower, and I didn't want to get I don't know why I didn't want to, but I thought that there would be some sort of repercussion for having the bad omen effect, but I didn't have any villagers, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking there. So I just kind of noped my way around and went back into the other tower, which was an apotheosis tower, which is where I'm getting these gems from. The gems are super useful for in apotheosis. They give crazy buffs, especially at the end of the game when you have them all maxed out. And at the top here, I cleared out some of the area. There's a chest underneath the wood there. I've been in these towers plenty of times before. So opened that up, looted what I could, and decided to go explore around a little bit further. One thing I knew is that going to the nether in a pack like this, especially when apotheosis is a mod that's within it, is extremely important. Getting proper gear and gearing up quickly is something that's a lot easier in the nether. If you kill some of the bosses from apotheosis, you can get really good gear very quickly. And it might not seem like it, but it does make a really huge difference when it comes to, progressing quickly. If I get killed every turn of the way, it doesn't really help me trying to progress through even things that are in my base. I still have those wither skeletons down below, and I don't think it's very helpful to have them constantly killing me and setting me back to my spawn point or whatever else. Now, I went back up to base after gathering the materials to make another portal, and I made kind of an odd shape this time. For one reason or another, I decided that I think doing a 3x3 portal instead of a 2x3 would make it look a lot more interesting. I think it kind of fits better with the design of the base, especially because the glowstone ends up just covering that space perfectly. So that's why I decided to do that shape, and I think it turned out really nice. So as of right now, while I'm editing this video, I'm actually quite a bit further than I anticipated I would be in the playthrough versus how far I am along with the editing. So you'll see probably quite a bit coming out pretty quickly as I'm learning to edit and doing more and more. I basically edit and play in my free time. I do have a full-time job, so it's probably not going to be super quick, but I think the amount of gameplay that I already have recorded is enough to release probably 10 episodes right away. It's probably going to be cut down quite a bit. I don't intend to leave every single step of every single thing I do in here. As further episodes go on, I think I'm going to try to almost do tutorial-like mini episodes. Not mini episodes, but I want to do parts of the video which basically highlight what I'm doing and why. There are points where I make machines that are of my own design with integrated dynamics, which, do certain things that really do change the way I play this game. They provide resources, or they do something that's very useful to me in one shape or another. Now, the reason I want to showcase those is because I think it'd be easier if anyone wants to follow along, or if anyone's just playing while they're watching my videos. I think it'd be easier for them to understand and maybe even implement it into their own gameplay, which I kind of hope to hear about. So if you guys do end up doing anything that I did in my video you might not have known about, let me know. Leave a comment. I think it would be interesting to find out. I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you, too, if you're watching this. This is my, like I said, first series, and hoping it goes well. As a finishing note here, I will mention I didn't really explain a lot of what I did this episode. I will be doing that more in depth later episodes, but for now, it's really just simple stuff. Right now, I'm digging for netherite, and then I was about to go home before I realized that, there was a 3-hour cooldown on the home command. So that and a few other things were changed because I really can't be asked to wait 3 hours every time I want to type /home. But I appreciate everyone who stayed and watched the video. If you got this far, consider liking, subscribing to the channel. I will be posting, I'll try to post at least one video weekly, if not more. It all depends on how busy I get and everything like that. So this is Orochio signing out. Thank you for watching.